So the power of first impression. The major three topics that we will discuss today is body language, dressing, and confidence. So how it impacts how it the first impression, how it impacts is a person who has great skills, but when he comes to when he failed to give a good impression, then in the first 5 minutes of the interview, it will give a wrong impression if you are not confident enough, or your body language is not good, or if you are what you are dressing, it is not professional. So a person who is on the other hand, if the person who is more experienced and he projects with confidence, and he also dresses in a professional manner, and his body language also appropriate, then there are more chances of him to get hired. So there are two scenarios where one person is having good skills, and at the same time his body language, dressing, and his confidence level is good. On the other hand, a person with great skills, but he failed to impress with his body language or with the confidence level. So these are the two different yeah, scenarios. So what we have to master is body language, dressing, and confidence level. So as per the statistics, the first impression are formed in the first 7 seconds. So this is a very small, very, like it is not 1 minute. Also, it is just 7 seconds, which in which the first impression has been formed, and this influence the others' perspective. It influences how others perceive you, how the competence level, how you're trustworthy. All those aspects are being influenced with your first impression. So as we discussed, this is the focus. Today's focus is body language, dressing, and confidence. This is a very short period, as I mentioned, is 7 seconds. This is just a second, 7 seconds time you have to impress your interviewer, or if you're in a meeting, to impress the client. The duration of the first impression. And as per the statistics, psychology wise, of the first impression, this is the impact. So body language, 55% impact is of the body language. These are the three topics that we are discussing. So body language gives the 55% percentage is being taken care by body language. And next, the 38% is your tone of voice, how your voice is, how it is it is high tone or low tone, how it is. So that the tone of voice is deciding 38%. And this 7% or the 7 seconds that we discussed is your first impression. So what are the things that are covered in the body language? So how you, when you are in a virtual interview, how you are sitting, how you are sitting with confidence. If you are not sitting straight and you are leaning, or you are leaning back, or you are not in the confidence mode, so it shows your low energy. And the body language also, the major thing is eye contact. Eye contact is the major thing. 60 to 70% eye contact you have to build. 60 to 70% eye contact you have to always have in the interview. That shows your trust, and it also shows the confidence level. And the facial expressions, how you have to genuinely smile in the interview. You have to keep a smiling face, and that shows your trust. That just shows the confidence level, and how much interest you have in this role. And the gestures wise also, so when you keep open palm, it shows it shows that you're honest enough. And when you close your arms, it shows that you are not you are in defensive mode. So these are the different gestures that we will have. So open palms, crossed arms. And the tone of voice, it should be calm, it should be slightly energetic. So these are the few things that you have to always keep in mind when body language comes into a picture. posture, how is your posture, how is your eye contact, how is your facial expression. Because normally if you are in a in person or whether you are in a virtual, facial expressions plays an important role. And the gestures wise also, as we mentioned, open palms, cross palms, and the tone of voice, you're confident enough, how you're calm and steady, and how you're energetic. Okay, so moving to the next point, the dressing. The dressing plays a key role. How if you're dressing for an occasion, like if you're dressing for the interview, when you're dressing for a client meeting or any conference, anything, so you have to always dress professionally, dress formally. And grooming also, grooming wise, how you have to you have to groom your hair, and you have to also the hair should be like neat. You have the hair should be neat, and the shoes wise it should be clean, and the nails it should be trimmed. So they are the things that are minor things, but it will be noticed in the interview. And the if you reflects your personality, and it also attention to detail, the way how you're projecting yourself, uh, the colors that you're wearing. Normally the preferred colors are blue, gray, black. These are the these are the professional colors that you have to wear when you are going for an interview or you're going for any professional meetings or anything. Avoid also distracting patterns. Always prefer a plain white or black color, blue color, gray color, plain or professional, normally formal wear or professional wear. So you just imagine like there are two candidates, and one is in a wrinkled shirt, unpolished shoes, and messy hair, and other one who is a well ironed shirt, neat grooming, and is with confidence. So these are the two different candidates that we will have. Who is in a professional dress, professional shirt, and one is who is in a wrinkled shirt which is not ironed one. So these are the this gives a visual impact, how you dress. So the next one is the confidence. Whenever you are going for an interview, keep in your mind that the confidence ties with your body language. It also ties with the dressing and also with the preparation. If you are prepared enough, and you have researched about the company, how you build the confidence. Normally in the interview, we have also different sessions that happened about this. So uh, how to build confidence for the interview, research about the company. So when you research about the company and you also research about the role, and you also practice some common interview questions. So the other aspects, when you research about the company, you do research about the role, what is the role all about, and you also practice common interview questions, common questions that are being asked by different companies. So with that, confidence level will be different, and that this confidence is a game changer. Once if you have confidence, it will boost your it gives a assurance. It also builds your self belief, and it gives a positive energy. And we are talking when you're talking with the interviewer also or the panel member, it you engages in a naturally, because you know what is the role, what is the you also research about the company, and you also have practiced about the common interview questions. And as we have these AI tools and so many other things, so use those tools. Ask what are the common interview questions, what is the also give the job description, and I'll also ask what are the common interview questions that will be asked for this role. And also like like there are few specific questions that is each company will have for each role, so that also you can research. And also keep in your mind, be positive, positive, and think in your mind that you are prepared, you deserve this opportunity, you deserve this role, you deserve the company. So these all these aspects will build your confidence. There are two different things. One is confidence and another is arrogance. uh, so always be confident and don't be in your arrogant mode. And when you're good to speak, when you're confident enough in the speech, you will start avoiding the words like such as like or something. Because when you are giving an interview, you should whatever you talk will be noticed and that will be taken into account. And like for example, if a candidate who is technically strong, but when he's answering, he is not giving the answers with clarity, he's not giving the answers with confidence, it gives a wrong impression. And it gives an impression that when he's not answering clearly and when he's not in a confidence, his confidence level is not good, and it gives a wrong impression. People will think that he's not technically strong or he don't know technical aspects. This is just an example wise. This we already went through. Like if you're at an interview, anything, always maintain eye contact, appropriate dress, and confident tone. And what are the tips how you can master the first impression? So practice in front of a mirror, practice in front of the camera. It's how many times that you practice, that will boost your confidence level, that increases your increases the confidence level. And dress, as we mentioned, as we discussed, dressing intentionally for the audience, whether if you're an interview or it is a meeting or a conference, dress appropriately and prepare mentally so that it boosts your confidence level. And if it is a in person interview, if you're going for an interview on the client's on client site or on the office location, then the important thing is when you go for the interview, give a confident shake hand, and always greet confidently. Always maintain, as we discussed, and good eye contact, and always have that positive tone and positive energy when you're going for the interview. Also thank the interviewer at the end, say thank you for giving the opportunity, thank you for inviting him for the interview. Because what is important is when there are two candidate example, if you if a person, a candidate who is nervous, who is avoiding eye contact, whose posture is, whose body language is not correct, and on the other hand there is a candidate who is smiling and who is greeting warmly and also is sitting straight, like he's sitting straight and also giving answers confidently. So considering those two aspects, who will get selected? So normally a person who is smiling, who is greeting warmly, and who is sitting with confidence and giving answers appropriately, that person will get selected. So the real time real world applications of like first impression for the job interview or for client presentations, virtual meetings, virtual interviews, networking events. Because first impression is not only limited to just client meetings, presentations, it's also very important in the job interview, because that is what the topic is here. And like what are the important things that we discussed today is first impression, that it just takes 7 seconds. 7 seconds is all that, or that is the time when the first impression is created. So that is the key point. And next is body language. Gives body language is important. We have to maintain your appropriate body language, and dressing up, dress in a professional way, in a formal way. Confidence, confidence level, always keep your confidence high. And I mean, don't be in an arrogant behavior. Be confident. As you have already researched about the company, you have already researched about the role. You know what is the role. You know what is what is the company all about. So all these things, body language, dressing, confidence, all when you all these things are combined together, it is a winning formula for you, winning formula for us to clear the interview. And as we have already like since our childhood we are hearing this, like first impression is the best impression or is the lasting impression. So call to action is, next time when you go for interview, go for in person virtual interview, apply all these key aspects: body language, dressing, confident. Yeah, this is all I had. Now the floor is open for any questions. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Abdul Kadir. Team, actually, if you have any questions basically on this, feel free to unmute and talk us any question actually. So this presentation was about how to make first impression and what is the significance of first impression. So all this gesture preparation and the body language we mentioned, this plays a very vital role. One thing I would say that you should also practice some of the most commonly asked interview question, like how to like tell about yourself. So what you should be answering about that. So don't like, I would say just practice aloud, actually aloud. Like keep telling whatever you are going to tell him about your project, so that those words, some specific technical words will be keep coming on your tongue. So make it as a habit. Like I'm going to explain about my past project. I use this technology. I was a member of this. I have developed this like this, or I use this particular pattern. So this I'm talking about one technology example, but whatever domain you are in. So just I would say the frequently asked question. Tell me about yourself. What was your past project? How did you work in a team? Why should I hire you? What is the salary you are looking for? And are you flexible? Are you going to, can you learn new thing quickly? So these are, I would say, some of the mostly asked frequently question. And if you are attending some technical or some domain specific session, in that also I would say your fundamental should be good. Your problem solving skill, and if interview give you something new, actually something some tweak or puzzle he asks, then you should be calm enough, confidence enough, and answer him accordingly. So your answer should not be perfect, but at least from your side, how you think, how you communicate, how confidently you can talk. Even if you don't know something, you can tell that I don't know it completely, but if given a chance, I can learn it quickly. And whatever your strength you are talking about, you should have some example. Like if you are telling that I am a quick learner, then he may ask you about why you are telling you are a quick learner. So these kind of answer also you should have in your mind ready, that if he cross questions something about you, then how you will justify that. So all these thing I would say really matters. And within 5 minutes, as Abdul Kadir Bhai mentioned, and interview hardly go for 30 to 40 minutes. And if it is some technical interview, then it may go up to 1 hour or something. But yeah, so I would say keep giving interview and keep trying all the tips which Mr. Abdul Kadir mentioned, and it will really help you to get a job. I would say getting a job is also not difficult. It's all about preparation, mindset, and the confidence. Even if you are not able to clear some interview initially, but at least some experience you will be getting out. Like what kind of question he was asking, and if there is some area where you are lacking some knowledge, then you need to work on that actually. And your communication skill is really, really important, I would say, uh, because in IT or this finance or some process oriented job in MNC, you have to speak in English only. So if I would say, as I mentioned, some basic question only they ask, tell me about yourself, what is your project, what you did, what was academic, how good you were. So even when I was like fresher, when I was applying for the in the companies, Even my instructor also told me that just write down some of the frequently asked question answer, so that you don't kind of actually what you need to talk in the interview. So if you write it on the paper and really like recall it, tell it, like speak in front of mirror, record your voice, check it how you are speaking, take the feedback of your brother, sister, your family member, and even your friends also. You can have some mock interview. So all these thing I would say, just try it out, and then with this you will quickly get a job also. Any question actually? Anyone has?
Yeah, I would like to highlight some important points here. My name is Mohammed
Yes.
Azamuddin. So first thing is, Abdul Khader bhai, thank you very much for giving such a lovely and very precise, presentation in terms of how you have to communicate. The first thing is, it takes a lot of courage and time investment, and the most important thing is the intention to share your knowledge, share your experience with other, with all your brothers and sisters, especially. And then on the specifics, you have really categorize it very good in terms of facial appearance, from the dressing perspective. And then on the confidence perspective, how you should be confident in terms of talking, understanding the questions, answering. And the very important thing is the gesture when you actually sit in front of the interviewer, how your gesture is, and how your eye contact should be. This is very important. Don't, no Nobody in the schools or universities teach this, and a person who actually take that hard way struggle and get his interview by interview, but and he fails, and he don't understand why he's getting failed. So these are very key, very important, aspects of our daily life, where we actually go to interview, and then we didn't get selected, and we'll be just wondering like why we have why we have not been selected. Is it that our confidence, or is it that the way we are talking, or is it our knowledge of the industry? So altogether, these are the stepping stones where today's our brothers and sisters should look into when they are going for an interview. And I feel like these are the steps which will actually take 50% of your interview: the dressing style, the confidence of talking, and the very important thing you also mentioned, that studying before, about that company, about that profile, going before going to the interview. So that will really help if you're knowing about the company where you're going, and you're talking their language, their vision, and you're talking about their language of their profile. It makes a lot of help. It makes a lot of life easy, even for the interviewer also, because even in interviewer would like to see people who actually talk their language, people who are confident enough, people who can talk by seeing in their own eyes. So it's really very important. Thank you very much. I love CGC always, and these kind of sessions will really boost up our energy, boost up our confidence. And I see a lot of brothers and sisters, come and do a lot of interview, uh, go to different countries, struggle there. And this pre preparation is very important. That you prepare for what you're going to do. We always prepare like 18 years of our study to get a job, right? So this is the entrance of all the education what you have, from your degree, from your intermediate, from all your standards of learning. When you go to an interview, all this actually carries with you. And today we want actually people like really you come up and talk about these experiences, so that we learn. Thank you very much, Abdul Qadir sir.
Welcome. Well,
Thank you for such a detailed and nice feedback. If you have any question actually from the audience, you can write it on the chat or unmute and directly talk to us. If any tips you want how to answer a particular question or any clarity further needed on this particular topic, feel free to ask us.
Sir, I
Or
have
any
one
general.
question.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Just now, sir has spoken regarding the eye contact and confidence. When we are talking virtually or when we are giving interview virtually or face to face, how to maintain eye contact and the secondary thing, confidence, how to maintain the confidence hold over the call or interview. Like if we are giving any answers to the interviewer, which is not up to the approach, like we'll drop out the confidence level over there. So how to maintain the confidence level over the call, over the interview? These are my two questions related to this.
yeah.
Abdul,
So,
you can add. Yeah.
yes. So about the eye contact when you're in-person interview or when you're in virtual, do you see don't see yourself in the, because you're also when you're in virtual interview, it also you can see yourself also. So don't see yourself. Focus on the interview panel whom you are talking. And as you mentioned, the confidence level. Unless and until you research about the company and. Unless until you know about what is the role all about, whether it is anything internship, software engineer, or associate engineer, any role that you are going for, unless and until you research about the role, the confidence level will not increase. And unless you know what the company is all about, if you are going, example, if I take just Amazon or any company, any IT company, unless until you know about that company and you know about the role, that confidence level will be less. And go with the preparation, as Shoaib was mentioning. Practice the common questions. What are the common questions that the interviewer may ask? So all these aspects will build your confidence level. All these points will build your confidence level. And maintain eye contact when whoever is taking in the interview, or always look at him, what he's asking, and how what are the questions that he's asking. And the important thing is, if you don't understand the question, also ask him. You can politely ask that, can you please repeat the question? I didn't get it, pardon. If you are not clear of the about the question, ask him the interviewer or the panel member to repeat it. It is not a, it is not a wrong thing. You can always ask him to repeat the question.
Thank you, sir.
I would say confidence actually, as Abdul Qadir bhai mentioned, preparation really matters actually. For example, if I take the example of any technical specific IT job, for example, I am a .NET developer, and if I am applying for .NET specific job, we also used to get the job description, JD we call it, right? And in the
JD.
JD job description, they used to put some 8 to 10 points. The candidate should have this skill, that skill. So before the interview, if you are going for attending any walk-in, read the JD carefully. And right now we have internet, we have chat GPT, all the AI tools. And whatever mention, if you are like lacking in some of the technical skill, try to just do even before, like one day before the interview, try to recall all those questions and recall the answer if you can answer that. And in the tell me about yourself, also try to bring those strength which is as per the JD actually, so that the interviewer like impresses with your answer. And also set the tone very well. You can drive your interview as per your strength, as per the JD. If you speak well in the tell me about your answer, that if the interviewer asking that I should know .NET fundamental, .NET core framework, .NET core, so I should bring that point upfront actually. And if you are, you should also clearly define the boundary and scope for your interview very well. That, sir, I am good in this. In the past, I have done this specific project. Other area, maybe I need to explore. So it means it is okay to tell that I don't know that particular area. It is always okay. And whatever you are good as per the JD, maybe JD they are asking some 8 to 10 points, but maybe everyone need not be perfect actually. Even if you are good in 5 to 6 point, you can bring your strength and drive the interview accordingly. And even interviewer also, a lot of interview they used to be very friendly actually, because their intention used to hire candidate. They also don't want to waste their time in getting interviewed multiple people. They also want to just basically uh, help you during the interview. And if they are able to find at least some 60 to 70% match based on the JD, if they are able to get it, they used to give a positive signal actually. So I would say JD, your preparation before the interview, read it, and whatever the job description you are applying, you should have the clarity, know the thing, research that, and what kind of salary ranges you should be asking actually, that also. But at a fresher, I would say don't negotiate too much on the salary. You can tell that as per the industry standard, I'm looking the best. I know this company, and as per the industry standard, I'm looking for the salary. So I would say these are all small things really matters actually for the interview. And the more interview you keep giving, the more I would say your confidence and how to tackle the situation, it will keep improving.
Hello, sir. I am fresher. Even if our communication is good, we struggle in aptitude test or assessment test in company recruitment process. How should we clear it?
Aptitude test you are talking about?
Uh, like Amazon aptitude or any kind of
I would
assessment.
say aptitude also, we would recommend you that you practice well. You should know what are the books for aptitude. Like generally, we recommend students about R.S. Agarwal quantity aptitude, verbal reasoning, and logical reasoning. There are some. These are the like some top books in the aptitude area. You can get from any bookstore also. And even if you want to get some second-hand copy, lot of copy used to be available of the R.S. Agarwal. And even there are some website like indiabix.com. Some online aptitude website also used to be there. But there, I would say mostly the aptitude, quantity aptitude, mathematical question, those are just based on whatever we have studied in the high school, some of the formulas about some basic formula only. We just need to recall that, we need to practice those questions actually, and then that is how we'll get better. Because most of the fresher job actually aptitude used to be a first preliminary round actually, and we need to do well in that. And I would say if we just recall all some of the formulas, practice through these books or through some online aptitude exams actually, then we'll keep getting better. Even actually, like my first company which I worked was Infosys actually, and every IT company also used to have their own specific aptitude test. Like TCS has National Qualified Test (NQT). Infosys has some is its own pattern of aptitude test. So even like we downloaded some of the previous past Infosys aptitude question paper. I practiced it actually 3 to 4 days about those questions actually. Even when I was not getting the answer, I search on the internet. So all this practice you need to do, because that like whatever the previously aptitude question of Infosys, whatever I researched, I worked hard for 3 4 days because I was knowing that okay, Infosys will come for next this week for particular date. So I utilized that time, and since I was getting familiar with most of the question of their previous past, how they answer, and in my actual aptitude also, like I would say some of the question I was directly got to know the answer because it came from the last aptitude or the previous aptitude questions paper only. So these preparation I would say really matters actually, and how you approach, how you plan. And aptitude was also not much difficult. Whatever we have learned, some mathematical questions, logical puzzle, logical reasoning, English verbal reasoning, some paragraph they will give, and some 4 5 questions they will ask. Some English specific grammatical related question also may come actually. General knowledge question also used to come.
Like we
So
have
for this also answer is go through the aptitude specific book and online website for aptitude. Yeah, you were asking something more. Yeah,
like
tell
we have
us.
to give mock aptitude test like before giving a real test.
You can. There are website like India Bics, BICS. This is a website name. It has lot of online mock test for aptitude. So that also you can try it out. But I would say take aptitude. If you are from finance, learn all the finance fundamental, because definitely you will get one or two round specific to finance. If you are applying for technical position, for example, .NET developer or Java developer, Python developer, there will be two technical round for that particular technology, right? If you are from MBA stream, then your case studies, how well you communicate, how you present business ideas, what improvement in the company you can bring. So all those specific, whatever background you are coming, education background, and what kind of job you are targeting, the domain and technical thing you should be very strong. And aptitude is the mostly the first round for fresher. So for that also plan it actually. So the all these things like aptitude, technical, your communication skill, how you search a job daily, how you apply a job daily, which company you target, as Abdul Kadir I mentioned, you can go to the company website also directly and apply for the job. All these things I would say is the part of the interview preparation phase, and you would need to spend 1 month, 2 months, depending upon how much your current knowledge level is there, 3 months. At the same time, keep applying for the interview also, but you would need to keep preparing. I would say this thing our students should know from their graduation phase only, that aptitude is important. So I need to focus on aptitude. Communication is important, so I need to improve my English communication skill. And what are the some of the fundamental like domain specific, technical specific, I need to be good in that. So the more prepared you are, more, that is how your confidence also will get reflected, and the all the facial gesture, as Abdul Kadir bhai mentioned.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, we have this AI tools, so many Chat GPT and other things. So use those tools. I was just when Shoaib was telling, I was just referring Chat GPT and asking, like, as you mentioned, Amazon aptitude test. You can just go and ask Chat GPT, provide me Amazon aptitude test. It will give you a few questions. So practice those and ask few more mock or practice questions. So use these AI tools appropriately. Then practice as many questions that you practice mock or after test you will get that confidence level. And as Shweb was mentioning, if so it's if few of the questions also will come, then there are more chances that you will clear that aptitude test. So use the AI tools, use online portals that we have, and practice for these aptitude test.
Do we have any other question also? Please put question on the chat or unmute yourself and talk to us. Yeah, even as Abdul Kadir bhai was mentioning, you can copy the job description and put it on the chat GPT and tell it that I'm going to appear for this particular job description in this company. Act like as an interviewer, and ask me some sample question, and wait for my answer. Give me feedback at the end. So ChatGPT will be acting as an interviewer, and it will keep asking you some whatever number of question, and at the end it can give you feedback also. So not only ChatGPT, like Gemini and Perplexity, there are a lot of AI tools are there, right? Grok from the Twitter, actually, Elon Musk, DeepSeek. So many AI tools are there actually. You can just use it for your benefit. Some of the JD common question, what question interviewer can ask. You need to be intelligent to ask the question or get the information from these AI tools. That is also we call it as a prompt engineering. So you should be also intelligent enough to ask proper question. And even people have written a lot of blog article also, how to use Chat GPT effectively. You can go through that. It will really help you actually.
Sir, like I'm like example, if I'm working Amazon or Wipro and I want to switch a job which I'm interested, if that it is possible in future to work years.
You want to switch job? You are working somewhere currently, right? You are telling.
No, no. not working I am right now. I'm looking for a job. If I want to switch the job in your
Yes,
project.
yes. Lot of professional, like if, for example, if someone is getting a job in Wipro, he worked there for 2 to 3 years, or how many number of year he wanted to work. Later he can apply for other company. Why people apply? Because at least they get minimum 30% or even more hike actually, and maybe they may getting some better role, better opportunity, better pay hike, or even if you want to relocate to some other particular city of your interest, you want to move from Mumbai to Hyderabad, from Hyderabad to Bangalore, whatever reason, or even people go to some on-site USA also, right? Directly to some Gulf country. So a lot of people switch job, and switching job is also okay. Okay, even it is suggestible actually, because if you don't switch a job, mostly your salary won't increase. So in 3 years after that, if you are getting some good opportunity, then you should switch a job. Hope you got your answer. Any other question?
I have asked the question in the chat once. Could you leave?
Kadir bhai, did you get the question on the chat?
I am checking. 1 minute.
Chat is
Sayyid
disabled,
Fahim
so
bhai? Sayyid Fahim bhai?
Yes.
Okay, okay. I resigned from the company due to family health issue or my health issue. If any HR asks me why you have resigned from the company, so please tell how to tell this question that not fall in negative way. Uh, how long you were not on the job actually? You resigned from the last company, and how long the break? Like some month or years? Can you tell that?
Like it was
Right.
3 to 4 months.
Okay, okay. But I think medical reason is okay. Like even if you're some family member, you are working maybe some other location, you need to come back to your hometown and to support your family member. That is okay reason actually, that you can, as a honestly you can tell in the interviewer that because of this reason you have to come back and support the your family. Even nowadays, lot of company, they they welcome actually people who are having break, especially women employee actually, if they want to come back again start the career. For men also actually, like even for any reason, for any medical reason, so you should tell that honestly to the interviewer that because of this reason you have to take some break, and yeah, you are now good and you want to again join and resume your career. That's how I think you can mention that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Means you don't need to confuse and unnecessary think over this. It's okay, like 3 4 months. And the good thing right now, maybe you are immediate joiner. You can
Yes.
tell that due to some reason I had to take some small break, but right now I'm immediate joiner. And how well you perform in the interview, if they impresses, I don't think so any company would have any issue. Even some of the people, they take some sabbatical also. Sabbatical means they voluntarily opt for 1 or 2 year break. Lot of company from the top MNCs people, they just want to take some pause and take some sabbatical. Even some people, even like foreign country, it is very common. They are getting their kids child, newborn baby, and they want to support their family. So even they take some 6 month, 1 year break also. Even I would say in Japan, I am working for Japan project. So that company, they used to give 1 year parental care for newborn child. So they used to come
Oh,
back again
okay.
and
One
start
year.
the career. Yeah. So like it is up to them. They want to take it, but company is okay to give them that much 6 month, 1 year break also.
Okay.
So it may be like after some time, it may be paid leave. I'm not telling it is like completely paid by the company, but it is kind of a, it's kind of a there actually this thing, people taking break. Some people, they used to take sabbatical leave and they want to work on some NGO actually. It is based on their interest because they just want to come out of the career and 6 months support some NGO, and again they used to come go back to their company.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's okay. You can mention whatever the reason you were having, and now you want to again resume your career.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for answering that
Yes.
question.
Yes. Any other question do we have?
I have a question. Like as our topic is first impression, like if we are joining new company or any of the new project in tech IT, like how we can introduce ourselves, our past experiences, or what should we like mention over there, to give our best impression to the team members, managers, TLs.
So if you are moving from one company and joining a new project or a new company, then what are the, just mentioned how much is your experience and what was your role and what were the key achievements, and how you were successful, how you have successfully completed that specific project or that specific task. So mention your key project, what was the project, what was the role, and how many years of experience you have, and what is your specialization, and also how you can contribute or how you can add to the role, and how you can how you can contribute to this company or the role. So if you're joining a new project, how you can contribute to this project, that you can mention. So what are key achievements, how much your experience you have, what were your achievements? These are the things that you can mention. Sure, you can add if I miss anything.
Okay,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
so long over here. Like how much duration we should for a one
Mhm.
minute, or like is there any specific things we need to mention? Is there any time?
During the
No,
interview
no,
you are asking?
no, not in interview, but if I'm joining a new company.
Once you join the company, right? And then you
Yes,
are
yes.
talking to your manager, lead. So yeah, during the first interaction, generally the senior manager or the delivery manager who were there in your department, they used to interact with you, and they also ask, hey,
Not actually.
go to.
We are on a call. Normally, team members will be there, 20 to 25 members. So as I'm a new person over the in a team, so introduce yourself. Our PM asked us to introduce, as we are new to the project. So what are the things to be mentioned over there? For how much long time we need to about our experience, like.
I would say just mention your key achievement skill set. That, for example, if you are a Java developer, or you have done some international certification, you led this project, you are a team lead, you. So 2 to 3 minutes, I would say, is enough just to mention some of the key points. If you are introducing yourself to the client, so just bring some of the best and the key points, some technology, whatever the like that particular team is looking. If it is you are also having in the past, just bring that up. If you are some hackathon winner, if you are whatever the big achievement you think you have, just bring that point upfront, that you have worked, or if you are a full stack developer, you worked on this technology, this, that, you did some architectural design also, you are a good team player, you are a public speaker, whatever the best quality, whatever you think, you can just mention in couple of minutes, because generally 2 to 3 minutes only, or even 1 minute, people used to describe themselves. So
Okay.
that much is enough. So the power of first impression, even this topic was not specific to job. Abdul Khader bhai how he has planned. It is about anywhere actually. Like this applies to everywhere. Even if you are working in a first project, you got into the project. It is not about how you communicate. It is about how you perform and behave also in the team. Actually, that is also kind of a, I would say, the first impression. Like
Mm,
if your team lead is giving you some task, how well you deliver that, how in the first month or 2 months, what is the impact you are giving to your manager, your team lead, to your client? Are they getting like confident on you that yes, this person can do this thing? Once they get the confidence, so initial 1 month, 1 week, I would say this really plays an important thing. I would say that you spend more time like you spend more time learn the project, learn whatever the task been given to you, try to outperform, so that once they get the confidence, they know that yes, this person has the potential, he is doing very well. Then your, I would say, the impression is set with the project, with the company, with the client. Then later on the things become very easy for you to get good rating, good appraisal, everything falls in. But if your first impression, first 2 months, your team lead, your manager is not happy with you, and later also you may need to spend more time, more hard work, then but the first impression is gone actually. Maybe the client manager also used to take the feedback from the client how this person, this new person is performing. So in the first 2 months, if the client is not having positive like feedback he is giving about you, then it becomes difficult actually, because it affects your appraisal, it affects your rating also.
Great.
So the first impression is not only about talking, it is about how you act and in day-to-day work, how punctual, how disciplined, how quickly you respond if someone asks for help. So all these things I would say is a part of first impression, not only you talking.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. And also during this kind of discussion or during your company, lot of people actually they used to have skill set, they used to have knowledge, but some people they used to keep silent actually. But if you are keep remaining silent in your group discussion, in your project discussion, in the discussion with the client, then you will not be able to grow. So you have to speak up actually. You may be a good problem solving, but at the crunch moment, you are not raising your voice that yes, I can do this. You can say, tell some with confidence. And if you have some opinion, if you are not able to bring that in front of your senior manager, in front of your client, then obviously you will not get a chance. The other person who is confident, who is not be having that much technical strength as you are having, but he is like speaking actually. So speaking and presenting yourself, talking in the forum, asking some question, because leader also used to remember, okay, this person asked this question, he's confident, he can present this thing, he can do public speaking. So all this thing really matters for you to grow in your project, in your organization. And leader also notice, yes, okay, this person is very capable. He can talk to the client. So all these thing I would say really matters.
And always feel free to ask questions. I always say this in all sessions, on all meetings. Always feel free to ask questions. There is no question wrong or right. Always, if there is any question that you have, feel free to ask.
So any other question do we have?
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, Salaam alaikum, bhai.
Walaikum assalam.
This side, Abdul Rahman.
Okay, Rahman bhai, tell me.
So actually, yeah, coming to the presentation and the session, like it was very informative regarding the interview tips which was shared by Abdul Khader bhai. And like if someone is like switching the roles like from a different industry, like technical sales to technical